Hello everyone, welcome to the next video on basic electrical engineering. Today we are going to discuss the short question and answer on the polyphase circuit. I am Ganesh from Kekewag Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nashik welcomes you in this video. What are the learning outcome of today's session? At the end of this session, the learner will be able to solve numerical based on the polyphase circuit. So this is the common data for the following question. The load of Z is equal to 10 plus J20 ohm per phase. So keep in mind the impedance is always per phase value. So it is a ZPH is equal to 10 plus J20. Converted this into polar form, that is real value root of real value square plus imaginary value square, tan inverse of imaginary by real value. So it gives you 22.36 at an angle of 63.43 degree ohm per phase. It is connected in a delta fashion. The load is connected in a delta fashion. Okay, so the load is connected in a delta fashion, and line voltage is given as 415, frequency is 50 hertz. So as it is in delta connection, so VPH is equal to VL. So line voltage is already given, phase voltage is equal to line voltage, it is 415 volt. Now we want to calculate the line current and phase current. Keep in mind our journey should be like this. From VL we may know the IL. From then you calculate the IPH, then you calculate the ZPH, and then you calculate the VPH. Or VPH, ZPH may be known, but keep in mind always from the phase values we have to determine the ZPH. ZPH must be, or phase current must be calculated from the ZPH. So IPH is equal to VPH upon ZPH. It should not be IL is equal to VL upon ZL. It should not be like that. It will be, as the impedance is a per phase, so we'll get the per phase current first. So per phase current is equal to per phase voltage divided by ZPH. So assuming the per phase current, per phase voltage as the reference, so it is a 415 at an angle of 0. ZPH is 22.36 at an angle of 63.43. So dividing the mantissa with each other, so 415 divided by 22.36, it will give you 18.34 at an angle of minus 63.43 ampere per phase. So as we know the per phase value of the current. So in the delta connected, IL is equal to root 3 times IPH. Keep in mind this is only magnitude, it is not angle. So mod of IL is equal to root 3 mod of IPH. So root 3 and magnitude of IPH is what? 83.34. So root 3 into 83.34, it will give you 31.77 ampere. Now we want to determine the power factor. Power factor angle is what? Angle of voltage minus angle of current. So it must be because power factor is of load, so it must be angle of per phase voltage and angle of per phase current. It should not be line voltage and line current. So angle of VPH minus angle of IPH. So angle of VPH is 0, IPH is 63.43 minus 63.43. So your phi is 63.43. Hence the power factor is cos of 63.43. It will give you 0.447 lakh. Or you can calculate it from RPH upon ZPH. Power factor is equal to RPH upon ZPH, because in the power triangle diagram we know that suppose this is the RPH, this is the XPH, then this is what? ZPH. So this is the per phase value. Hence cos phi is equal to what? RPH upon ZPH. So in RPH value is given as 10, and ZPH we have calculated is 22.36. So it gives you again same value. Now we want to calculate the active, reactive and apparent power. So active power is root 3 VL IL cos phi. So root 3 VL is 415, IL is 31.77 and cos of 63.43. So it gives you 10,214 watt. Now Q is equal to root 3 VL IL sin phi. Substitute the same, instead of cos you make it here sin, and again it is substitute the same. You don't have to substitute the cos or sine in calculation of the apparent power. So this will give you in terms of VAR, this will give you in terms of VA. So I'm giving this task to you, so you calculate the value of Q and S at home. Okay, and comment me in the chat, comment me in the YouTube comment sections. Okay, so I will check your answers there. Okay, then the same load, same condition is given, so 10 plus J20, but now it is a star connected, so it is now star connected. So ZPH is equal to 10 plus J20, so under root 10 square plus 20 square, tan inverse of imaginary value by real, that is 20 by 10, so it is give 22.36 at an angle of 63.43 ohm per phase. So VL is 415, frequency is 50 hertz. As the load is star, VPH is equal to VL by root 3, but it is in magnitude. So VPH, magnitude of VPH is equal to magnitude of VL upon root 3. So magnitude of VL is 415 upon root 3. It gives you 239.6. So IPH, now after VPH you must calculate the IPH. So IPH is given as VPH upon ZPH. So assuming that VPH as the reference 239.60. So what is the value of ZPH? It is 22.36 at an angle of 63.43. So you will get 239.6 divided by 22.36, 10.72 at an angle of minus 63.43 ampere. How to do this phasor calculations? Please refer my AC fundamental video to calculate the phasor value. How to calculate the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of the phasor value. You refer my that video. Okay. So IL is equal to IPH. So it is gives you 10.72 ampere. Because in the star connected load, IL is equal to IPH. Now phi is what? Angle of voltage minus angle of current. It is power factor, and power factor angle is to be determined. So angle of VPH minus angle of IPH. So 0 minus 63.43. So it will give you 63.43 lag. And cos phi, its power factor is 0.447. Same you can verify through the R by Z. So RPH by ZPH will also give you the same. Now you calculate the active power. Active power is root 3 VL IL cos phi. So root 3 VL is 415, IL is 10.72, and power factor is 0.447. Cos phi value is already calculated. So it gives you 3444 watt. So you observe that when the same load was connected in delta, its power is 10,214, and when they are connected in star, you have observed that it is a 3114. So power in star is power in delta divided by 3 for same ZPH. For same ZPH, power in star is 3 times less than the power in delta. Okay, so now Q is equal to root 3 VLIL sin phi. You calculate it and comment it in the comment box, and then you calculate root 3 VLIL. So this is in VAR, this is in form of VA. Okay, so let's discuss the last numerical based on this. A certain load of 0.8 power factor lagging connected in delta fashion. Okay, so power factor is given as 0.8 lagging power factor. Okay, and it is connected to 400 volt 50 hertz carrying the current of 10 ampere. What is active, reactive and apparent power? So cos phi is given as 0.8 lag. So phi is cos inverse of 0.8. It will give you 36.86 lag. VL is 400, frequency is 50 Hz, and IL is equal to 20 ampere. This is given in the problem. So active power is root 3 VL IL cos phi. So it is root 3 400 into 20 into cos of 36.86. It gives you 11,087 watt. Similarly, you calculate the reactive power, you calculate the apparent power for this. Okay, so VLIL sin phi root 3 VLIL. Okay, so from this you will get this reactive power in VR, apparent power in VA. So you calculate this. Now what is the given? The same load is connected in star. Now same load is connected in star. What is the active power consumption? So active power consumption is what? Whatever the power, see, if the same load is connected in the star fashion, which was in delta previously, then power consumption in star is power consumption in delta divided by 3. It will reduce by 3 times. So P delta is 11,087 divided by 3. So it will give you 3696 watt. Similarly, you can do for reactive power. Similarly, you can do for apparent power. Now here you will observe that the same problem is given. Okay, so here is star connected load and 0.8 power factor leading. 400 volt 50 hertz supply carrying the current of 20 ampere. We want to calculate the impedance. So cos phi is a 0.8 lead. That is, the cos inverse of 0.8 is a 36.86. Leading is given. VPH is equal to VL divided by root 3 as it is a star connected. So VL is 400 divided by root 3, it will give you 431, and IPH is equal to IL, it is 20 ampere. So how will calculate ZPH? ZPH is equal to VPH upon IPH. So taking VPH as the reference, so VPH is 231 at an angle of 0 and IPH is 20 at an angle of 36.86, because your phase value of the current is magnitude is 20 but angle is cos inverse of 36.86, that is the power factor angle. So it is 36.86. So this ZPH will give you 11.35 minus 36.86 ohm per phase. So taking the cos plus j sin theta, cos theta plus j sin theta according to the Euler's identity and multiply it with 11.55, it will give you 9.24 minus j 6.93. So it is R minus jXC load. Okay, so R per phase is 9.27 ohm per phase and XC is 6.93 ohm per phase. So it is the RC combination load. The same problem is given over here. Okay, so same problem is given over here, but it is connected in delta. So you calculate it, you do this problem for the same delta connection in the same fashion, and reply me in the comment box. Thank you. Kindly subscribe my channel and give the likes and forward it to your friends for their benefit. Thank you.